So fake leftists like the Vanguard, they want to smear real leftists, and they have this unfounded idea that Aaron Maté is a fake leftist. So they decided to have him on their show and to try and prove that he's a fake leftist. And let me tell you, Aaron Maté, he smacked some shit into them.
My agenda is factual discussion of a very dangerous proxy war. Wait, what? What? What have I cozied up to?
I am.
And what do you mean by cozying up to the populist right? What exactly have I done? You want to call that coddling the right? I'm challenging censorship. I'm trying to characterize you accurately, if that's okay. Like you mentioned, for example, these praised Marjorie Taylor Greene. Well, I've praised her too because she voted against the Ukraine proxy war. Now you're bringing me on to ask me about my views of other people. What I will never apologize for is defending Jackson from being censored. I find it strange that you're trying to engage in a debate with him through me. I'm not responsible for his views. Have him on your show. Why not? Bring him on. Do I agree with your name calling of Jackson? Absolutely not. Tucker, for example, has had me on to talk about the dirty war in Syria and the OPCW cover-up scandal, whereas some leftist outlets will trash me for covering that same topic. What I do say, though, is that they've been sensible on some really important issues like nuclear war, Ukraine proxy war, and the Syria dirty war. It's sad that Marjorie Taylor Greene is better than Bernie Sanders on certain really important issues. I think a big problem on the left is a refusal to call out the Ukraine proxy war. There's no anti-war movement right now. That's what I'm worried about. Not whether some people are too close with some members of the right. If Marjorie Taylor Greene is voting against the Ukraine proxy war or is calling, unlike any member of the Squad or the Democratic Party, to pardon Julian Assange, I have to welcome that. Right now, the reality is there are some people on the right saying some sensible things on some important issues. Not one member of the Squad can bring themselves to vote at any time against funding the military-industrial complex and expanding NATO and fueling the Ukraine proxy war. Where are the calls even for diplomacy? You are hearing some of that on the right, and I just can't ignore that.
You got knocked the fuck out, man!
What else is there to say? He smacked the shit into them. I wish I could defend the people who are supposed to be on the left. I wish I could. I wish you didn't have to defend people who are defending Marjorie Taylor Greene. But the fact is, Marjorie Taylor Greene and Lauren Boebert and Trump, they're the only people who are speaking out against Julian Assange. They're the only people who are against war. So what do you want me to tell you? I mean, if a Nazi says that they're against war, you support that because that's good. You want to get triggered because I'm defending Donald Trump. You want to get triggered and say he's defending neo-Nazis, that he agrees with it, must agree with them on everything. No. And they're scared to have Jimmy Dore on the show. They're scared to have Jackson Hinkle on. The reason they don't want to have Jimmy Dore on is because he'd scream at them. Because he'd scream at them and get them to demand his loyalty. And he's right to scream at them. You fucking CIA-funded shit libs! Anyway, there you have it.